but I do think it stems from a loneliness. And I think as the world gets stranger and there's like a selfishness that we're kind of told is important in a way, and a superficiality and all of that, there is something happening inside that we're probably not even conscious of, that is desperately trying to find something that means something, that isn't just wrapped up in money or in superficiality.
I'm always surprised, and I really love the way you make us to feel quite outside reality, but in a very human, experience. So Bugonia felt really like this for me. Like people said, it's a dystopia, but for me, it felt so real. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it felt really actual. And I was thinking, it seems like a big question, but I'll be short. That we are so lonely in a way. Like reality is so tough nowadays that we need to believe like in a system power, a big corporation, or a cult, to deal with it. And I think Michelle and Teddy are two sides of the same coin, and sometimes it's easier to alienate, you know what I mean? Like from the other, suffering the sense of community. How did you see this perspective? I don't know if you agree, but it felt really...
That was so beautifully.
You're doing great. Just tell us more.
Sorry, it was supposed to be a question.
Amazing.
I think you're absolutely right that they're two sides of the same coin, and I think that has been probably at the core of the human experience for a long time, is finding like, why are we here? What does it mean? And some people you can find meaning in a lot of different places. And Michelle and Teddy have found them at the opposite ends of the spectrum. Their sort of guiding principles. And Teddy's is a sort of one-man operation. He's toured all the other sort of different fringe groups. But I do think it stems from a loneliness. And I think as the world gets stranger and there's like a selfishness that we're kind of told is important in a way, and a superficiality and all of that, there's something happening inside that we're probably not even conscious of, that is desperately trying to find something that means something, that isn't just wrapped up in money or superficiality.
But I think also in a way, they're both trying to save the world.
Yeah.
In their version of that, whether hers is through, saving people from drug overdoses and dying, and, through pharmaceuticals and medicine and trying to, have that reach as far as possible, or Teddy in a very grassroots way you're what needs to be destroyed in order to save our planet, and we need to go talk to the people that and that you're connected to on a mothership. As crazy as that sounds, they both can sound crazy depending on the group that you're in or the mentality that you have. So I think, strangely, even though it feels like they're both very misguided in many ways, or villainous in their own ways, their interior logic is for the greater good, to save the world, which is kind of fascinating.
So, this is a joke then?
Sorry, that was the best I could do.
No, it isn't.
Okay, let's reset.
They have what's really interesting is they eventually have no choice but to sort of work together,
Yeah.
That was all.
And they're kind of both right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yorgos Lanthimos
Both wrong, both right.
but wrong, but right. How do you say this humanity that you never lose track in your films, even when you create a female Frankenstein or, no spoilers, a creature, let's say?
I think, making films or, creating things or writing or literature or painting or whatever, or music, is like very is a need, that humans have, and that's where it comes from, that's where it stems from. So no matter what form it takes, no matter what kind of structure you want to create to tell a story or to express something, no matter how abstract it is, it's still the basis of it and the core of it is from human beings, and it's an effort to try and portray certain things or ask certain questions, which I think is why people respond to it and why they enjoy consuming art and whatever that is. So I think if what you do is at least somewhat successful and manages to express certain things or ask certain questions, no matter what its form or style is, it does affect humans and talks about humanity. So I think that's an answer or a way of understanding it.
What if someone finds out about what we're doing?
They're killing our planet. It's up to you and me to stop them.
Whoa.